Hello and welcome. I am Elizabeth and I help beginners like you use AI for their own projects, for their own products. But today I will be focusing on you, teachers. Teachers have to find ways to make the classroom more engaging, have to find ways to make the classroom more fun. Well, today I have a solution for you. With the Imagination Art app, you can actually create a avatar or a character for each one of your students. So with the Imagination Art app, you can create all the details of what your student looks like, and you can use these characters as rewards for your students. You can use them to work on projects, activities, and just make the classroom more fun. So let's go ahead and get started so I can show you how to do that. All right, so we're going to start with the Imagination Art app. This is the app that you will use to do your characters. Once you purchase the app, which I will be adding the link below if you decide to buy it, it's only $27. You will get a special code that you will be placing here, and then you'll get to this homepage. On this homepage, you do have information like age appropriate content reminder that you have to read. So basically, what it says, if you are using characters that are children, so I would say baby, toddlers, teenagers, you cannot use any inappropriate type of elements, which means that you cannot add a tattoo, for example. You can not add earrings in different parts of your body. You cannot add clothing that would portray any type of sex appeal. Just keep that in mind. When you are creating any adult, then yes, you are open to choose any of the elements that are available in the application. So just make sure you read that first, because if you do, for example, add a tattoo to a toddler or to a teenager, you're going to get an error message from AI saying we are unable to process your request. So make sure you follow those rules. In the quick start guide, it actually allows you to pick if you want your character to look like a glamorous princess, street style, a gamer vibe, kawaii cute, boss babe. So also keep in mind that if you, for example, pick a glam diva, a business style, and you pick a teenager, it's probably going to give you an error message because teenagers shouldn't be that. But I would say if you are a teacher and you want to create each student, just pick casual style or street style with a cap maybe. But you can always add those elements later. Cartoon type, you have all these different types of cartoon character styles that you can choose. The most basic one is your Pixar style. Age group, depending on how old your student is, you can do young adults, child, or maybe you're an adult, maybe you're a high school teacher like me, and you're teaching 18-year-olds, so it's an adult. But in this example, we're going to say child, we're going to say male, and on here you can pick your student's ethnicity. So if you don't find one here, you can always add your own. So if they have an ethnicity that is not listed, then just go ahead and type in the type of ethnicity that your student is. For this example, we're going to say Mexican. You can pick different skin tones. Let's pick honey bronze. Lighting, depending on the type of background that you might want for your image, you can pick one. If you don't want a background because perhaps you want to print these out and just cut them out so you can place them on a bulletin board, you can just do none. So for now, we can do outdoor sunny. Hairstyle depend on your student. If your student has short hair, long hair, a big afro, curly, tight curls, depending on how your student looks. Let's say taper haircut is a normal boy haircut. Their hair color, let's say that their hair color is brown. There are other options. If you want to create fun characters, you can. Eye color, let's say your student's eye color is hazel. Body type, now keep in mind that you cannot pick like curvy, plus size, muscular, toned, because a child does not have these type of bodies. But you can pick slim or you can pick chubby. So let's just pick chubby. Facial features, you can pick different facial features that you feel are important for your student, or you can add your own, a beauty mark, or like my daughter, she has a beauty mark on top of her left side of her lip. You can add that there. Full lips. I think this is more like it's got a sexual appeal if it's full lips. But maybe not. You can always try it. And if AI gives you an error message, you can always change that. If your student has glasses, so let's say glasses, makeup style, no makeup, he's a boy. Plus, if it was a girl, you can also not pick anything that makes your uh, child look like an adult. So you cannot say, "Oh, I want a graphic liner and smoky eyes." You can't do that because AI will not will reject your request. Outfit, let's say, uh, let's say a graphic tee, uh, or you can create your own. So, oops, graphic tee, like tank top would not work. Again, it's a child. You can put on here blue jeans. And it'll give you a much t-shirt. Gym shoes, you could say if you want them to wear Nikes, that's fine. Uh, Type of expression, calm, fierce, shy blush, confident smirk, cute pouts, or just a happy smile. It's not a baby, so we're not choosing nothing there. What type of accessories would you want your student to carry? Let's say that your student wants a smartwatch on, maybe a backpack. Jewelry details, none. Body art, none. Eye effects, there's different ones you can choose. You can do just normal expressive eyes, no halo effect, background. You can pick a background if you wanted to, or you can type your own. We can say school playground. Pose, you could say arms crossed, standing confident. Let's pick this one. Camera angles, full body shots, color palette, we don't need one. And then copy prompt, generate image with AI. It'll take you to the image generator, and you could say, create this image with a white background, turn this prompt into a full body. I already have your prompt, so you can do this one, and then paste and send. All right, looks like AI is still thinking. We didn't get an error message. That's a good thing. If we would have gotten an error message, it would be under the design. So on here, you have your student. If you feel like you want to make some adjustments to this picture, you can. If you want to, perhaps the haircut, you want a lower haircut, you can do that as well by just asking AI that, whatever changes you want to do. On here, it's got the Nike shoes. So if you perhaps don't want this background, you can always ask AI to change the background, or if you want to make this into a white background, you can ask AI to create a white background, and it will. So once you get your new updated image, you can use this image however you want. So once you are ready and you say, you know what, this is a good picture, it looks like my student a little bit, or if you want to change the glasses, make the glasses blue, all you have to do is ask AI to do that here, and it will go ahead and make that change for you. And once you are done and you are ready to download this picture, you just simply click download here, and it'll be in your downloads folder, and you can, again, it'll open Photoshop if you have Photoshop, but I'm not going to do that. But you can go ahead and use it however you want. Now, if you decide perhaps you really want the white backgrounds because you want to cut them out, you can always, sorry about that, just put on here, please make, sorry, my K is not working sometimes. Make the background white. Press enter, and you will get a new generated image with only a white background. And all depends on your internet connection, how fast these images get created, but it does take a minute or two. So there you go. Now you have your character with a white background. Perhaps it'll be easier for you to cut out if you do decide to cut them out. And you can use these again for fun activities. You can use these for projects. Or another thing you can do is you can give these um, character creations as a reward. So if you guys, do well on this exam, I will allow you guys to use the app to create your own characters. You can allow them to do that. So there's multiple ways that a teacher can use the Imagination Art app to make their classrooms more engaging, more fun for students to use. So go ahead and check it out. Again, my name's Elizabeth. You will see the link below to the Imagination Art app. Check it out if you want to purchase it. Now, remember, teachers, we get that $250 credit from the IRS, remember? So this can be applied to that. Just save your confirmation receipt, and the $27 can be applied to that $250 credit we get on our taxes. So again, thank you for watching. Subscribe to my channel to get more ideas. I am a teacher, so I constantly bring up teacher things that we can do with AI. Also, how to create lesson plans. That will be one of my next videos with AI, and you guys can make your life so much simpler. All right. Thank you for watching, guys. Bye.